Well, could Google gobble up all of the television advertising revenue in the UK? A number of reports say the internet search engine is poised to overtake Britain's main TV channels in the race for ad revenue. Within 18 months, it's forecast to overtake ITV1, Britain's leading commercial TV channel, and the country's biggest single recipient of advertising revenue. So is Google's domination of the ad market unstoppable? And what are the implications for the U.S.? For more, we're joined by Darryl Collis of Seesaw Media. Darryl, this is something that obviously those of us in TV find daunting, that they would gather more advertising revenue than TV. Is this the death of television?
No, I don't think it's a death of television. I think what it is a move from marketeers to move away from TV and understand that their audience is no longer sitting in front of the television as much as it used to be, and they realize that now they have to start spending putting their money and their spend where the audience is, and at the moment that's in front of the computer.
Darryl, hi, this is Christine here in Asia. How do you see television and media companies revamping or reinventing themselves in terms of their business model?
Well, I think what they're doing is they realize that the classic 30-second spot is not as effective as it used to be. So what they're trying to do is they are moving into areas of product placement, of content-driven programming to entice the advertisers not to leave the television broadcaster and go to the internet, but to come back and spend some of their money there and trying to give them more sort of bang for their buck, more investment with regards to what they're going to get in return.
Here's the question though, Darryl, is Google just directly taking ad money away from broadcast, or is they taking it away from the classified ad sector? Are they growing the pie? I mean, is this straight one-for-one swap, or actually is it from other areas?
Well, it is from other areas. It's not just classically from your from the television revenues. They're taking it away from the magazines. They're taking it away from newspapers. They're taking away from a lot of areas where people, as I said, just realise that people aren't watching or reading as much as they used to, and they're the internet is a powerful tool. We spend most of our lives in front of the computer. When we search things, people search for Google is a massive search engine, and it's just that's where the people are. That's why last year that YouTube earlier this year YouTube got bought out by Google, because they realized that that's where the majority of the people are watching. They're watching things like YouTube, they're watching the internet, and that's where the money should be, because that's where the audience is.
So what does it mean though for the big advertisers? Let's take the likes of P&G and Unilever, okay, the two biggest advertisers in global ad spend. I mean, they depend on big audiences. Okay, so they want big events to flog their whether it's toothpaste or perfume, whatever it is. The thing is, are they going to find it on the internet? So, and if they can't find it on TV, are they actually just going to cut their overall ad budgets?
No, I don't think they are going to cut their overall ad budgets. They realise that people need to, advertising. You have to advertise no matter what the market's like, because if you don't advertise, then people won't know you're out there. So I think what they're doing is they are moving their online. It's just more clever ways of doing it. I think they've got to use their media spend and be a bit more intelligent and smart where they spend their money. It's like the idea of blogs now, because people are talking about products, and that way, that's a clever way of doing it, and that's where they're looking to do. So it's just basically they've got to be a bit sharper and a bit more intelligent, because the audience out there is very savvy, and they don't like being sold to in conventional ways. They need to know that if the voice is trusted, then that's where they'll take their lead from.
Yeah, and a blogger, of course, is going to be very trustworthy. All right, Darryl, thanks so much for that. Darryl Collis, Director, Seesaw Media.